What up everybody, it's your brother Rosh back at it again with another video. So it's like another how-to video. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to take off this back panel off of here. And I haven't really seen any kind of videos on YouTube where you could take this off. Not really any in-depth instructional video on how to take it off. So I'll be showing you how to take it off step by step. The benefits of taking this back off, this back panel, it requires you could change this light as well as this light. I have to replace my license plate, and the way they did it was they drilled it holes from the back here, so I have to take back panel off. So once again, this goes for any 98 to 2005 in Siennas, and like I said before, replacing the back panel or taking it off is kind of like a DIY, because that's the easiest way to replace this reverse light and as well as this brake tail light. This one you don't need to remove the back panel to replace this light. This one has two bolts right here on each side, as well as the same thing. You just unscrew those and this assembly comes out, and that's easy to replace. If you guys have not already, please like and subscribe to the Rosh. As always, represent the beast. Okay, so step number one is to remove this guy right here. It's like a little handle to pull down. All you do is you push this up and it comes right off, just like that. So set this off to the side. And then we have a bolt right there that has to be taken off, and that is a 13 by 30 seconds of a socket right here. So this is what will be used to take it off, and majority of them are about the same. You have to take two off here. We'll get to that. So let's take this guy off. It's a little tricky to get it off with the actual handle, so I just take off the socket and I just twist it and it comes right off. And there we have it. Comes right off just like that. Set this off to the side. It's just a little handle that you use if you're inside the car and you want to pull down. So now we got that off. Next step is this guy right here. It's a handle right here, and I use a flathead. And all you do is you just smudge it in there and it comes right down. And there's another bolt. There we go. So there's two of those guys. Same socket as that we used from last time. That in there. And this thing comes down. Put this off to the side. So once you put those two little handles off to the side, I also forgot to mention, taking off the back panel, you can replace this latch. These latches do tend to go bad. Sometimes the handle doesn't work, so that tends to go bad. So replacing this, you would have to take this back panel off. So the next part is a little tricky. So I've learned it two different ways. One way, you could take these little pieces off. These are separate little pieces that connect right here. Or you could take this one off first. What I suggest doing is taking this off, because this is overlaying this piece. You just put your hands in, you just get in there and you just start pulling on it, and it should start detaching. Once you hear the sound, that means it unclipped. They're little plastic clips. You want to be very gentle with them, because I did break one. I think it's like right here. They're easily replaceable. They're pretty cheap to replace, but it's kind of a hassle. And they're little plastic clips that just clip on, so you want to be gentle with them when you take it off. Okay, so I just took that piece off. See, like I said, I managed to, well, this one didn't break. It just got stuck there. This one's a metal piece, and let me see if I could get that and put it back in here. Okay, so I managed to get that piece off, and I put it back on here. These are weird designs, Toyota. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but it is what it is. So I set that off to the side. I also took off that piece, which was right here. So now it should be more easier to take this back panel off. And it's the same thing again. You pull up very gently from the very top side. Get your fingers in there. I wouldn't use any kind of tools. So this is the noise that you want to hear when you pull on the tab. There you go, very gently. I did manage to break another one, and it was actually the plastic side. So this is what it looks like. These are just like cheap plastic things, which I don't know what Toyota was thinking of. It has a little insulation. You don't have to really worry about it. They're pretty cheap, like I said, to get. See, some got stuck in here, and these are kind of hard to get out. But this is what the back panel looks like. It's wiring, and if you wanted to change your rear tail lights and reverse lights, you just twist and pull, plug on the new bulb, and push back in and twist. And then the latch is right here to replace if you wanted to replace that. So that's basically it. that is the panel right here. That's how you take it off. If you wanted to put any more electrical circuits for new LED lights. Okay, so after you've finished what you want to replace, whether it's the lights, reverse lights, brake lights, and the latch or whatever, that's probably the most things you could do by removing this latch or any kind of circuitry, wiring for LEDs or anything like that. And also make sure you, you know, if there's any broken ones, push it back in or take it out and put it on the actual board. It just slides right back in like that. The best way to put it back, I would suggest to do is set it up like this and then lay it down. And what you want to do is you want to close the back door, go inside the car. You might want to fold the seats back so you can sit on it, and then just simply put it in like here and just gently push it back in. I've seen people where they tried to put it up while it's open. I wouldn't suggest that because then sometimes it falls. I think this is the best way to do it. Close the door and just push it in gently. One key thing to remember is make sure there's like, you see the hole right here? It lines up with this handle. And as well as there's space below here and here. Because if it doesn't align up, it won't go in. So it took me like at least 2-3 tries to put it back in. So lift it from the bottom with one hand and then with your other hand push gently across. You'll hear clicking noises, and now it's in. It won't go anywhere. And then I would come outside, open the door, and then make sure just, you know, just gently push up on it. See if there's any loose ends. Here's a little loose right now because I still have to put the bolt here and here. But every other place it's fine. And then make sure to put this back. So I have to put that back as well. These are a little tricky to get back in as well. You got to get it in the right position. You got to slide this under here. Once you get it positioned right and it's in, all you do is boom. Now we do the same thing on this side as well. Position it, put it back on, and you're set to go. Okay, so that's on. And then what you do is you just slide this guy back on. You're all set there. After you tighten these two bolts, all you do is just push these back in. And you're all set to go. And that's basically how you replace a back panel of Siennas. Once again, if you have not already, like and subscribe to Rosh and follow me at Instagram at @the Rosh_the Rosh. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.